we are going to focus our discussion in two main topics. So about the talent, how talent is one of the key issues in the future of work. So my first question, Gemma, for you is what are the difficulties that do you have to attract talent?
As I think that everybody knows, the recruitment industry has been completely evolved in those last 20 years. So for the recruiters, for the people which are doing finding and hiring every day, we have needed to adapt to that new way of doing recruiting. 20 years ago, we started doing recruiting. We started doing hiring using CVs, paper CVs, and nowadays we are finally doing everything by different apps and digitalizing our recruiting process. From Landtech, we are doing a big effort because this year we have been hiring more than 50 new positions for the company, all of them from the tech point of view. So we have been trying to be really, really creative on the way we are affording the selection, so as to try to get the best talent, the top talent from our target.
If we look at the results you have, the successes you are having in Landtech, I'm sure you are doing pretty good. So
sure.
Thank you, Gemma.
Thank you very much.
So we are moving to the next speaker. I mentioned before, he is Íñigo Larrea.
Talent attraction for us is a very key issue, and it's a very key issue because Mondragon is very known in the Basque region. We are the first employer in the Basque region, but the cooperatives, mainly in the business-to-business area, are not known at all. We made some surveys and some research, and up to the 80% of the young people studying engineering or professional schools that are our target did not know. They didn't even know that those companies were existing, and they are existing for many years, and there are companies of 4,000, 10,000 people. So in the business-to-business area, we have first challenge is getting known.
We have to move on, and our next speaker is Ivan Jimenez. Explain us a little bit what is Bizkaia Talent about.
So basically what we do is to work in three lines. The one will be to attract talent to the Basque Country. That basically means attract and re-attract talent. The other line will be to retain the talent. I mean the local talent. We encourage them to go abroad and to have an international experience, because that's a very key point at the moment. I mean, all our companies are looking for people with an international background, but at the same time, we show them the opportunities that they've got here. We keep them in touch with the companies, Basque companies, and so on and so on. We've got different programs with the university students. And the third one is to connect or link the talent. So nowadays we don't need everyone to work here to, let's say, help the Basque Country to grow up when it comes to economic. So that's why we created that network. And those people, even if most of them are ready to come back or ready to work here, even if they were not originally Basque, at least all of them want to collaborate with the country.
Okay, let's move to the next speaker. He's José Mari Luzaraga. As I mentioned, he's the founder of Mondragon Team Academy community.
Mondragon Team Academy was actually a dream, you know. I think that 10 years ago, we saw that the youth, starting from Mondragon, as well as all around the world, was disconnected with the passions and dreams. So what we believe is that education should be focusing exactly on identifying this element and allowing it to flourish. So with this dream, we, a group of 4 people, as we do everything in Mondragon, we don't do it alone. It is possible to create an alternative model that, starting from passions and dreams, will allow people in teams to flourish. This is also one key skill that what we need to nurture ourselves. In that case, I think what we learn is that the most interesting age to experience this, in order then to flourish, is when you are in your teens. Actually, again, we need to have youngsters since 13 to 19 years old, being aware that whatever you make in a small space might make an impact somewhere else. Then once you experience at that age, then gradually you are able to see at the global scale in that capacity. Then as Íñigo was saying, I think what we learn is this teamwork. but not teamwork as the way our generation we have learned, because we have experienced teamwork in the sense 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 = 5. This might be okay, but I think for the new generation, and we have been programmed as individual learners and as individual players, but in the coming future, what will make us succeed will be that we are able that 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 can be 5, can be 50, can be 5,000, or can be 5 million. Because I see the same as we see in music, there are things that you create in team that you cannot measure in a linear world, the impact of what we create.